We are live. All right, we're live. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good night, or good day, wherever you are watching this from. So we are with a very, very special guest, Mr. Goni Musa Tijjani. We'll be having a quick conversation on his journey on building TigmaPay, how he got to building it, what has been the journey like, what has been the challenges, what has been the fun moments while building this company, and we'll also get to know some personal facts about him. But why are we really doing this program? Why is it called CEO's Corner? The goal of we doing the CEO's Corner is because we realize that there are few CEOs doing amazing stuff, few founders building amazing stuff, but they are not yet on the media spotlight. They have amazing insight, they have amazing stories that they would have shared, but they are not really coming out to share. So we are going deep to go and fetch them out. So Mr. Goni, thanks for joining us. And I'm also with my co-host, Udak Jimmy. Jimmy, give us a hi there now.
Hi everyone. Good afternoon, good morning. I hope you are all doing very well.
Awesome. Yeah, Mr. Goni, give us a shout out there.
Hello, good day across the globe. Nice meeting you and nice to be here. Honestly, I love to be behind the scene, but today some people they pull my leg out of that shadow. Thank you. Nice to be here.
Of course, we are going to drag more of you out, but I'm glad that you're the first person we are dragging out.
Thank you.
Right. So we have a quick 9 questions. Sharp. We'll just be throwing it to you, be throwing it to us back. So me and Jimmy will be shooting you the question back to back. Is this your first startup on number 20th or number 50th? He has lost count.
I'm not count, yes.
I could be right.
Okay, can you give us like a number? Number what? So we're talking of TigmaPay right now.
Yes, TigmaPay. Maybe more than 10, if I may count. 10 plus.
Wow. Oh, 10 plus.
Wow.
10 plus, yes.
All right. What was the first career I thought you would do while you were in secondary school?
Back then in the secondary school, what I would really love to be is being an architecture.
Interesting. What happened? Why aren't you doing it?
In fact, at my final work, when I was starting my work, one of us invigilator, when he saw the when we were writing technical drawing, if I remember the course name, technical drawing, he saw my husband. He said, "My son, please can you help me?" I said, "On what will I help you?" And he said, "I have a plot of land that I'm trying to look into, build house. I have my wife, 3 children, and this and this." He explained it to me. He said, "Can you just sketch something for me?" Which I did. I think after about 3 years or so, we met somewhere. And he was just greeting me. I've even forgotten the face. He was thanking me. I said, "What happened? Who are you?" And he said, "Don't you remember me?" I said, "I cannot." Then he said this and that. He gave me the story. I say, currently that house, they are living their life over there. And I was, "But sir, I did not charge you for that." He said, "I know." He said, so, but and I didn't, but I didn't end up there. But 2 things that I love even when I was in primary, architecture and computer. These are the 2 things I love.
Interesting. Okay, nice. So the computer has been there right from time.
Yes.
So was it change of course that happened that made you not to have gone into the architecture, or the computer interest surpassed that of architecture?
Wonderful. I think this story is untold story to a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
Even a lot of my primary mates or secondary school mates or close friends, they are not aware of. Just one mark in JAM that changed my life.
For good. It changes for good. What?
It changed for good. Just one mark. Actually, the cut-off mark then when I did my JAM, it was 180 across the nation, across department, everything 180, and it was announced. Coincidentally, I have 189. I passed with I passed with nine marks, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, IQ
But
seems to have.
yes, I got a University of Maiduguri Computer Engineering. That's what I got. I have the admission. I was happy. Though the architecture, I didn't get that one. Fine, I have the second option. But even on the second option, I didn't know it was a big problem for me. I was there to start my registration to all these, those hustle there,
Yeah,
those wahala.
normal, normal.
Yes, on my way, I presented my document, my wife, primary school, engineering certificate, everything. Then one man, up to today, I can picture his face. Rather, I don't have contact with him. He looked at me. He looked at. He looked back at my document. He looked at me again. He said, "Who are you?" I said, "My name is Goni." He said, "Yes, I know. I've seen that." I said, "But let me be honest with you. I really love to help you, but the system might not help you." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I've seen all your document is so perfect. So far since morning, I'm still down here. Yours is the best that I've seen. But currently, internally in this department, they have increased the cut mark to 190, and you have 189. Just one mark. One mark." He said, "I can help you, but the system will not help you. The system, they will allow you to go in, finish everything, do everything. At the time of graduation, they'll say you are not even admitted to the school."
Oh my God. Oh, that's a
I
sad
was,
one.
I was demoralized. I didn't know what to do. Like I would just dig the hole and enter and bury myself. It's
That's
painful. It was painful.
it's really
But
painful actually.
it was painful. But I say, okay, no problem. I went back home. Just coming back home, I don't know whom to meet, and I don't want to tell my father. I didn't know that he was aware of that.
How did the information get to your dad so quick?
He was a. I didn't even know that was the first day that I know that he was even the lecturer from Unimed before that he resigned. When I was very young, that he resigned, and he said,
Oh,
"I know
you didn't
about."
know your dad was a lecturer before.
Yeah, he was. I say, "But you know all this one, you didn't tell me. You allowed me to go and suffer." He said, "I want you to go and test the system and know the system. Know what we
Wow.
have gone through." I said, "Daddy." He said, "No, don't daddy me. Welcome back. You have seen what the reality of the world is. Something might
Yeah.
happen. Small thing can change your life for a good or worse.
Of course.
Then
Yeah.
if you go look for anywhere that not out of my pocket, that is affordable, I can afford to sponsor you." I checked across Nigeria. There's not any university that I can apply. Out some of my mates that are outside Nigeria, I started asking. Somebody will say I'm in Malaysia, somebody in UK, somebody in this and that. I say, if I go to the website of those schools, the fee, if I see the fees in tuition fee in US dollar,
Yes.
it's a no. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Then, then coincidentally, I was searching for Indian. Then one of my friend, he's in India. He said, there's one school about this. They do IT. Want to give
Yeah.
it a try? I searched my name. I said, "Is there anybody that you know over there so that if I may, because of the US
Yes.
currency exchange, I don't know." He said,
Yeah. True.
he might guide me. So on my search that one, he said, "There's one of our friend. He is in that school. He knows." Then I got his contact, communicated to him. To my surprise, he's not in India, rather he's in Ghana.
Oh boy.
So I said, maybe that's my luck. I asked him, what is the name of your school? He mentioned name. The name is Indian school. But you're in Ghana, you're in West Africa. What is different? He said, exactly. The difference is that this is their campus in West Africa. They have
Okay.
about 20 campus across the globe. They
Wow.
everything is centralized in India. They have their
Yeah.
campus.
Campuses.
Even the examination, they sit for exam at the same time across the globe. Some people might be night, some people might be early in the morning, some people might be afternoon. But the same time, one exam officer coordinates to global campus, all of them. I said, in that case, I'm interested. West Africa is not far away. It can be travel from a car. It's good. I rushed down to talk to my father. He said, what is the tuition fee? I told you it should not be out of my pocket. Daddy is just $1,000. You are mentioning dollar to me. Back then, he was converted to naira. I think the conversion as of then 162 or 63 naira per dollar. I wish it can be today like that.
That's multiples.
So it's about 160K per semester. I said, no problem, that one I can afford. And that's the reason I stepped out of my comfort zone and I found myself in Ghana. Because it took me just 3 years to finish my degree, first degree. Whereas those that we started, most of them, on average, they spend 6 years to finish.
So you were lucky twice. You're lucky twice.
That one mark, just that one mark, that changes the life. Just
save you 3 years.
Point. In 3 years, I'm done. And
interesting.
That thing exposed me to IT more. That one mark in my life. Being in Ghana, I've seen a lot of exposure in IT world. Or those that exposed me more. And I study IT, but there are different between those. We study IT, we study this and those practically in the field. They are two different things.
Yeah, of course.
So I was exposed to that at the Ghana. I was attending my degree class. At the same time, I was attending another school, software engineering. At the same time, I was attending another school. 3 schools at the same time. Every day I'm going is English class rather, because of my background. My background is Almajiri. From Almajiri to technology. That's something I used to say that.
Wow. So that should have been my next question. Tell us one thing about yourself that 99% of the world do not know. So I'll say 2 now. Since I have known that Almajiri part now, after you telling me, can you now tell me one other thing that 99% of the world do not know about you? Well, that's interesting. Almajiri to technology. So wow. Tell us the second thing that 99% of the world do not know.
Second one, I'm from Borno. A lot of people think I'm from Sokoto.
Is it because of the accent, or why are they judging, or it's people that are from those areas that can identify?
Actually, I stayed in Sokoto for 41 days, just for one course. For first week, they were speaking Hausa, but I keep on asking them to translate the Hausa in Hausa to me because of their answer. Of course, it's so deep. Sokoto answer is so deep. First week I was there, I don't understand anything they say. I understand Hausa, but the Hausa is different version of Hausa. So the rest of the
days, can I just speak part of it? Let me hear it for the first time. Maybe I see it. I'm not so sure.
The rest of the days that I stayed, I started learning Hausa. So up to now, some of the words are still in my tongue.
So can you say one of the words? Just say one. Like, what's cool?
One of the things they usually people used to get confused. Minana.
Mene. Oh, mene. Shine menena.
Minana. Sometimes when they want to say, okay, you want to say Ewa, they say Au. They don't say Au.
Wonderful.
So most of these 2 words, when I say, some people they say, it's from Sokoto. Why? But your name is Goni. Why you are from Sokoto? I said no. I wasn't born in Sokoto. Rather, 41 days is my accent.
Wow, interesting. Okay, that's 2 good facts about you. Those are lovely. So what are 2 standards you abide by? 2 standards you abide by?
Standard that I abide by: trust.
Trust, okay.
Number
Second?
1, transparency. In anything that I do, The moment I lose the person that I'm engaged with, that is enough. Even whatever amount of money that is involved, the moment you lose those one, no. I rather hold on to my dignity than lose my dignity. The moment I lose that one, there's no way I can take it back.
Deep. That's true. Wow. Wow. Would you? How do you manage being a CEO and being a parent? First of all, married or single?
Married with a child.
Married. Oh, interesting. So, how do you manage being a CEO or being a business owner and being a parent? Quick one.
Automated.
Automate. You automate the work part or you automate the parenting part?
All you automate all.
Okay, interesting. We'll come and do proper research on how to automate the lifestyle. Would you choose, this is the last one for our quick section. Would you choose entrepreneurship if you have a second chance to start your life again?
My entire life is on entrepreneurship. I don't change.
Okay, that's a good one. All right, that's a good one. So let's get into the journey talks of TigmaPay. So can you just tell us a little bit about yourself properly this time and tell us about TigmaPay?
Okay. First of all, my name is Goni Musa Tijjani Goni, and the name, my name is actually named after my grandfather. The meaning of Goni is professor. That is the meaning, and it's a title. It's a title, honestly speaking, and the field of Almajiri or traditional Almajiri session is a title is bestowed to somebody that memorized Quran. You have to research. But actually, initially, I was named after my grandfather. I memorized Quran, grew up around 2019 or 2020. I was honored with that title
Okay,
by the chief imam of Borno State entirely.
okay.
So that time that you reach the peak of your studies in the Quran, that the chief imam, they will bestow that title on you. So when they are bestowing, they say, he asked what is his name. They told him, my name is Goni Musa. He said, no, I've erased that one, the first one. Everybody should testify that one. Erased. Now we are giving him the original title of Goni.
Uni.
That
Oh,
Goni. So that is it. Then from the field of Almajiri, I grew up until I reach even second at university level before I understand or start speaking English. Honestly, English, I don't. I try to, but the environment will not warrant you to do that one because nobody
yeah.
speaks that. Even if you go to class from primary, secondary school, or everybody just like, look at this one. Yana zakewa too much for us. They all speak in why. So, but when I was in 100 level, every blessed morning, I have a class from 8 a.m. No, from, in fact, from 7 a.m. all the way to 11 a.m. English class. In that class, all other students are from Francophone. I'm only Anglophone student. What I mean by Anglophone, English speaking country.
Yeah.
So Francophone, they are French speaking countries. All of them, they don't even understand come and go. Except I have little, so in that class we say A, B, C, D. There are no kind of acquisition that I did not get from my colleagues from university, especially the Nigerian student. You are disgracing us. You are doing that to us. You are from English speaking country. What is there? You are going to class learning A, B, C, D. I said, no, you don't have to. I know my background. If I don't know, I don't know. There's nothing to argue about that. And I want to learn. And I have a limited time here in Ghana. I will leave soon.
Yeah,
Moreover, one of the
exactly.
things Ghana is known for, they are good. I said, let me take advantage of that one. Initially, I started paying with my pocket money. Later, I become So I spoke to my father, and he was so impressed that he said, no, even the previous one that he paid, he returned back to me. And he said, go ahead with that one. So this is little about my journey. And one thing that I'm tested with and I've been running away from is leadership mantle.
Leadership?
Leadership mantle. I've been running away from that leadership mantle. From my primary school, primary one, all the way to SS1, SS3. Despite the change of different location, different school, I was always picked to lead the class.
What was the quality they
From
saw in
primary
you?
school, I have to be. I was the head boy.
Okay. Did they see any quality that they were making them to pick you? Wow. Okay. All right. And how is that now?
Speaking.
Okay. So how is that now helping out? Did you drop that runaway of leadership mantle? And how were you able to start building a company with the fact that you've been running away from such?
Honestly, it has helped me a lot. Human management. That's what it helped me behind the scene. Okay. In life, when you have a company or something, that you are going to deal with a lot of different personalities, different upbringings, different tribes, different religion. So there are things as a leader you have to compromise, not just because you want to make people happy, but what you want to achieve your goal. To be honest, with that thing, that leadership, being class captain, being head boy for primary school, being head boy in secondary school, being Amir in that, all this one that shaped my life, because I have dealt with different people. Those are same tribe, those are from different states, those are what Muslim or non-Muslim. All. I initially I did not enjoy that, but the product of that one, I'm enjoying benefit. Honestly, I'm enjoying the byproduct now. In fact, one thing I can remember, there was a time when is it around 2018 or 2017, on my street, just I met somebody. He said, "Hey boy, thank you. God bless you." I said, "Do I even know you? Do I even know you?" But I said, let me jokingly, I say, the moment you say head boy, that means you know me somewhere.
Yeah.
Honestly. Not just like, not everybody that call me with that name.
Yeah,
and
true,
said,
true.
Okay, now you are big, from head boy to big boy. You cannot even remember me. If you see him, he's big, giant, taller than me. Like I was like this looking at him. Like Kevin Hart and Dwayne.
The Rock, yeah. That's a perfect example. So, the goal right now is for us to talk about TigmaPay, the journey. So, how did TigmaPay come into the picture? How did it start? How did it come into the picture?
TigmaPay initially, the idea I incubated that way back in Ghana.
Wow.
I saw some of my colleagues behind the scene. They sit down looking at they are on their phone every day. Yes, I just send it to my Nigeria account. I'll send it to you. I keep on asking, why are you keep on repeating that word every now and then? He says yes, he's selling data. I said, okay. I was out of curiosity. Can you teach me? He said, yeah, I can teach you, but you have to pay. I said, how much? Pay 100K. 100K too much. Even as a then,
your school fees
I said,
is 126,000.
What is one? Yeah, I said it's close to my tuition fee. Why? You?
Yeah.
Said, if you really want, that's the only way. Okay, I'll pay you on installment.
Yeah.
Every semester I'll give you small. Let me see how I can cope with that one, or maybe I will argument from my pocket money. As a student, it's not that easy. I gave 20,000, 10,000, 30,000. Same person. Along the way, I realized that he's not teaching me. I left that one. In fact, I can say categorically, I spent about 7 years chasing people to teach me how to. Not the money that I need, but not the money I'll pay you to teach me, rather what the knowledge I need. I know the impact of knowledge. How to. The moment you get that word, you are perfect with the how to. Anything that follow is easy. Generally, I can say I spend close to 800K just looking for that knowledge on how to. But to my surprise, all this money just went on none of those people that I want them to teach me. They taught me what is needed. None of them. It's just like I've given up. One night, I was surfing on the internet. Then I came across on MTN website. I just saw MTN from MTN website. The idea I've been chasing is publicly freely available on MTN website.
Okay, MTN website.
Yeah, website. Yeah.
That's, yeah, website. Okay.
I said, I was so curious. It was night. That was a night that I didn't sleep well. Just keep on thinking. Is that? So the early in the morning, I don't even want to trouble. I went to their office. I just bought a new SIM. I want to try on the instruction I've seen on their website. I say I want to buy. I want to get this SIM. I bought the SIM card, and immediately they say it's 6,000 naira. You load card of 6,000 naira, load it there. From that moment, you follow this step. They say no problem. 6,000 naira. I spent close to about 800K.
800K, yeah.
What is there on the 6,000 naira? I spent that one. I bought the airtime. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
So I bought that amount of airtime, followed the code. Before I know it, boom, a text message telling enter. I've subscribed to about is it 10 gigabyte? 10 gigabyte, I think. And I can share with 10 gigabyte, and I can share to any number of people from 500 MB to 1 gigabyte. You can share. I was out of curious. Then just took my mother's number. I sent her. I called from the deposit. I can see one gigabyte reduction. I called her. Have you received any message? She said yes. What is that? She said that like somebody sent me data. I said it's okay. Thank you.
It has worked.
Success.
Testing successful.
Successful. But I'm not satisfied up to now. I went ahead to 3 different groups. Some Alma group or some groups. I just left a message. Whoever dropped his phone number, MTN phone number first, I will send him 1 gigabyte for free. Back then, 1 gigabyte, not who is buying 1 gigabyte? 1.5 gigabyte, you buy about 1,200 naira or something. You are going to give us 1 gigabyte for free. Before you know it, everybody dropping phone number. So from the first one, I'm on my principle. The first person I screenshot the chat
message,
whose phone number is that for everybody to know I've chosen only the first one. I send the data, and I go behind the scene, talk to that person, make a screenshot of the alert you've received of 1 gigabyte, and post it in the group.
Oh boy, okay, that's strategic.
I did for 3 different groups. Now I'm left with how many gigabyte? 1 gigabyte gone for my mother.
4, 3 gigabyte. So you're left with 6
gigabyte, and I spent 6,000 naira.
Yes.
To the start. A lot of people, they don't want, up to today, they don't want to talk about that knowledge. A lot of people, I know those who are in the trend, they are always hiding that knowledge about the initial long time ago. That's how MTN was selling it. Unlike now that is in terabytes. So the 6 gigabyte, I think everybody will say, I want it. No. Subsequent one, if you want, you are going to pay for that. It's not going to be free. How much is that? From now, I started calculating. Okay, now I did not think of that.
6,000.
I did not thought of how much I'm going to sell.
Yeah, you're just doing marketing and it's
I
going
was
well.
testing. I want to confirm if it's true or not.
Yeah.
So I took up a moment thinking about how much am I going to sell. I started checking online if to see somebody that did that one. Some people I saw 1 GB, 1,000 naira, 1 GB, 800 naira. Oh, I have an idea now. Back then, that's amount. I said, in that case, I'm going to sell at 800 naira. 800 naira is good. Okay, let me do the calculation. Then 800 naira by 6. I have 4,800 naira. I sold out those 6 GB. I have my 4,800 naira.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I then top up to become a 6,000 naira, repurchase again. And I've seen the exact 10 GB is back in my SIM. Okay, I'm back. I'm good in business. Then I started advertising in those 3 groups. You want it? This how it is. This is my account number. Just send the 800 naira and I'll send you 1 GB. They started seeing that what is coming from that new number I bought it. Up to today, that number is becoming my customer care number. So I'm not leaving that number.
Oh, that's a long journey. Wow, that's nice. So how many years is TigmaPay now? How many years? Or how old
TigmaPay
is it?
is from the incubation time is around 2013. No, instead 2012 started that was one. All my hustle, but I was going with that name behind the scene. Up to today, from 2013 to now is more than a decade.
10,
So
11. 10,
yeah,
11 years.
11, yeah, about that. But along the way, there are up and downs.
Yeah, what were those challenges you started facing? Early days. So
Challenge.
let's break down the challenges. I think you shared the early days challenges when you started. Now let's talk about when you started growing and other challenges. So what was the next phase of challenges you faced after not getting the training, wasting about 800,000 naira, not knowing how to go about it, but you figured it out. What were the next phase of challenges you faced?
Sleepless night.
Seriously? It wasn't
Because
that direct?
it was sleepless night in the sense that I started getting customers across the nation, those that I didn't even know.
Hmm.
Everybody, they will just call my number. Is this Goni? Yes, I need data. I'll send it to you. Please send me your text message. Sorry, send me your account number. I'll
No,
text
no.
them my account number. They will call me even 1 a.m. Some will
To
call me
get
3
data
a.m.
or they have issue?
to get data. I was not even having on. I was not even facing challenges from the customers. The challenge that I have, their requests become
Wow, too much.
overwhelming,
Yeah,
too
yeah, yeah.
much. There was even the time I can remember my mother. She just took the phone. I even, in fact, out of the profit, I bought another phone dedicated to that one. So she just took the phone and off it and kept it. I was like about 30 minutes. I did not receive a call. I said something
Ah,
isn't right.
hey,
30 minutes. I was when I checked the phone, I saw it switch off.
switch
And I
off.
pressed. I was thinking like out of battery. Who off my
Ah,
phone? Like that, and she said, "What? For God's sake, they will destroy your air. You keep on receiving call every 2 minutes, 5 minutes. She said, have at least have a break for some time." I say, "No problem. When I become like a Dangote, I will have break." That's my response to her. So that's one of the things that I have issue, honestly speaking. The customer become too much based on where it's manually operated.
yeah.
So
Okay,
on that,
okay, good. So it was not automated at the early days you started.
it was the way I used to send via the code. I receive it
Yeah.
manually. So, and that was the moment I said, no, it's high time that what? How can I automate this one? I started, it's
Good.
another journey I started looking into those that are already in the train. To my surprise, only those that I found out then, most of them are corporate bodies. And for me, small boy, I cannot approach those corporate boys to teach me or guide me on how to. Even if I do, I can be a competitor to them. They might not be okay with that. So I gave up. I didn't give up, but behind the scene, trying this, trying that, one way or the other. And Alhamdulillah, across a time passes by, I have made one of my. We did this in NYC together. Not knowing throughout our year of NYC, he's also struggling in that field. I was also struggling in that field. So we came together, and he said, I have knowledge of this and this, how to automate on this and this. And I said, I have knowledge of this and this. Okay. Why not partnership? But when I see that, honestly speaking, he has gone ahead of me, I said, look, you have gone far. So you are the boss. Already you have your company name, all this one. I'll just be a business partner with you so that I'll be learning from you, I'll be tapping from you. Up till today, as we're speaking, there are a number of services that on the part of automation, he's the one that's rendering to me. His company has grew up very, very big. So out of the respect between two of us, I refuse to go on my own. But there are things that what he give me as a service that he provides to me. So there's no way in building a company that you can grow you alone. Trust me on that. The moment you believe that you alone can do everything, that's the beginning of your failure. You must need other people's service. Let's assume somebody is good in automation. Partner with him. Let him. Some of the workload is off on your head. One company is good in customer care. Outsource that work to them. Let them be. One company is good in designing. Outsource that to them. Then focus on how to grow your own company. There's not any company that I've seen across all these big tech across the globe that they are not getting anything outside. They're all getting everything from somebody, one or the other. One of the key things, even yesterday around 12 a.m., I was making presentation, midnight yesterday. 12 a.m. No, here in Nigeria. Yes, I was making presentation.
And there were people listening, 12 a.m. in Nigeria. Wow.
It's an executive meeting.
Okay.
Although the audience, they are not up to 10. But I was making the presentation to them. It's one high business. So behind the scenes, sometimes I used to do that one. So even when I was making presentation, I was telling them there are things that you have to be careful. Do not go into that one thinking that you are going into digital world. Look onto things that what you can outsource, so that any headache in that aspect, those companies that will handle it. Instead of spending huge amount of money in R&D or taking your time, which prevent you from growth. They were curious. That's not possible. We can do it. We are capable of. I said, look. Which of the phone right now that is a luxury phone that everybody want to hold on to except me? Everybody like now iPhone is a fashionable luxury phone.
Yes.
What is unique? One uniqueness about iPhone? What is that? They say it's camera. I said, thank God that you know about that. I said, do you know the camera is being supplied to them by Samsung? The reality, the iPhone camera, the source is from Samsung. Samsung big rival is who?
Apple, big partner.
Apple. And its big partner is Apple. And their big customer is Apple. It's business.
Apple.
Yes. Apple cannot have that one. So you have to what? They are one that's they are master in that one. So in your business, do that one. So the same application that I have in my while automating TigmaPay.
Okay. So let me quickly tap into something that you shared. So I like the partnership point you brought up, but as an early stage, do you think all partnership must follow with monetary compensation? Because as an early stage, maybe you're just figuring out a couple of things, and there's this partner that if you work with this partner, there's a lot that they can do for you. However, they're also in the business of making money. So how do you balance it? If I'm a small startup founder that has no financial stability to be able to compensate for that partnership or for the service that they are giving me? How do I compensate for that? Or what's the best approach for me to go about it?
Well, in that regard, do your due diligence assessment.
Okay.
That's the first step. Not every company that you can partner for them to give you service that you think you need. Make your journey based on stages.
Okay.
In this step, who do I need as a partner? For example,
Okay.
all your profits, let's assume your profit is just 1 million naira monthly. And you somebody that you want to partner for them to automate this and help you in certain services. They are asking you to pay 800,000 naira. What are you earning there, my brother?
Hey. Right. True.
Look on to which kind of partnership that would suit you in that stage of your company.
Okay.
Don't run faster than your shadow
Shadow.
in building your own company. Take step after step. That will help you a lot. So the moment you are in this one, there are times that you partner yourself. You yourself, you partner with your company. You pay yourself to render service to your company, building your own company.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sometimes one thing that used to take people back away. Yeah, I've been spending huge amount of money in my company. I did this and this and that. I have not yet any profit now. It's demoralize you. You're a human being. Two things will happen. Either it kills your business or you will kill the business. Either your business will kill you or you kill the business. So you treat your business as an entity, like you're working for the business. That wisdom I got it from Mark Zuckerberg. Do you know the salary of Mark Zuckerberg? What is the salary of Mark Zuckerberg? You have never
Slogan.
heard of Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, Meta.
Yeah. What's his slogan?
No, his salary from Meta.
$1.
Huh?
$1.
$1.
I know of something like that, but I don't want to believe. I don't know how that came to $1. I've heard of it, but I don't know how it came like that.
But it's truth. Lot of sources confirm that as a truth.
How is he surviving on that? Since you've mentioned it, how is that possible?
But their wall is different wall. But the key concept message I want to send is what? Let your
Yes, sir.
company pay you as little as something.
Okay.
So you are treating the company as an entity,
Entity.
not
Okay.
that anything can become as an investment to the company. Document all the things that you have already invested in the company. Every dime you pay is as a part of the start of of your company, budget for your company. So when later in future the company outgrow you, if something God forbid happened like what happened to Steve Jobs, he built a company and was sent out of his company. If that happened, you have already documented that these are the investment that you have done in the company. Then you can multiply as a share now. It has grown up, so you can
Yes.
secure yourself. But behind the scene, above all those other thing, let your company pay you, let your startup pay you, and don't go out of your budget. Don't go out of your profits, and one thing I don't like much. Don't go into big loans that it will cripple your startup. A lot of people they do that one.
Oh, okay. That's a deep one. That's a deep one because there's this concept of let's quickly get some cash to quickly do something ahead. So, what's your own notion or what's your own approach? You usually follow the approach of let's first build before we get some inflow, or let's quickly take this money and build. Because, for instance, engineering is expensive. You started from a manual process, but what if you are now automating a lot of things and it requires like high-end engineering? What's your advice or what's your approach on that? Because for instance, like TigmaPay now, it was now doing a lot that you were now having sleepless nights. So at that point, let's say building your first of all, you said you partner, did you start paying your partner or how did you even pull that off? And if you're not having money, How did you do that? Or if you're having money, how did you do that? Let's even take it from there. Because you
Okay,
talked about loan and debt. You talked about loan and debt. And these are like roadblocks to scaling some products. I also had that issue. I have the issue. We grew to a certain extent, but we didn't have the money to now build the next phase of the thing that can allow us to grow properly. So what's your approach on that?
okay. One of the approach that I really love, that I'm still doing it, and I'll continue to do that one. Even on my the presentation yesterday, that's one of the things I informed them about that one. Actually, I was talking about a digital business strategy. That's the presentation on the I did to them. One thing I told them, which I believe on and currently on it, is that when you are paying out for somebody, there must be a one-time start payment startup, right? First engagement, there might be huge. But how about subsequent? Subsequent, what do you do? Do you pay monthly or upfront? If you really want to build your own company, support others building their own company.
Okay.
Let me repeat again. If you want to build your own company, support others building their own company, like your partner. What I believe, or what behind the scene of TigmaPay is what? On every transaction done, there's a fraction, small charges, as little as 2 naira of up to 5 naira goes to my partner. So that at the end of the month, my partner will not ask me for what? One
Salary.
big money to pay for the service that he's handling. So his company is built now is what? He's having indirect what? Income.
Come.
The higher my transaction, the higher income for him.
Yeah.
So behind the scene, they'll work to support me more.
Yeah. Okay. That's a nice approach.
Simple way. Simple way to do that one. That's the best approach that what, because nobody what, one hand cannot what, one hand cannot wash your clothes, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
You need the second hand.
Yeah, true,
So
true,
once
true.
once it become a one big carpet, even two hand cannot do that one.
So you need more hands again.
You need more hand. So every hand needs a what support of each other. With that, you go faster. You do whatever you want to do at what speed and less time you finish that one. So honestly, that one I prepare that one more than what paying bulk amount of money every month. In fact, those that I coached them yesterday night, one of their team that they were even saying that what they had a consultative fee of $10,000 every month they're paying. And I said that outrageous. $10,000 every month for a consultant fee for them to overlook the security architecture, all this one for their system. How much is in Naira?
$10,000. That's a lot.
I'm hitting the calculator. 10,000 by, is it 1,000? What is the rate of dollar today?
1730. 1730. Or we can use 17.
So that's 17.3 million.
Yeah. Wow.
That's 17.3
Per
million
month.
per month they're paying. I said, no, look. Why not change the narration to what? On every transaction, let them get like a 0.001. And at the same time, you know that 0.001 is sometimes accumulated, it can be more than that one.
Of
If
course.
their business
Yeah.
is thriving.
Yeah, very well.
And I told them, don't look at the what, it can be beyond what they are asking, that $10,000. The moment they have that consistency of income from that angle,
Yeah.
they will be willingly, they will do everything to what? Sustain that income. You have given them another channel, which is building their own company. And the reason on that one, which they said, they'll sit down and look onto that aspect. So one hand cannot build a company, so at least support each other. Everybody will keep on moving. Even Facebook, like right now, Facebook, number of things they do. I think part of Facebook, there's a WordPress there. WordPress Premium. Some of the technology of Facebook or technology is built on a WordPress, but not ordinary WordPress. Rather, it's WordPress Premium.
Premium.
Yes,
Interesting. Wow.
they don't know about that.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so when you were growing your company, did you start encountering growth corporate governance issues? So corporate governance such as like structure, your legal, putting basically all the structure that you need in place. Do you start encountering them, or you were conscious of it from beginning and you sorted it out, or you grew before you started putting all those things in place?
Honestly speaking, at the early stage when I started seeing that my name is started going out and people are looking at me, I said, no, let me have a brand. And I go for CSC, make it official. Then after, to my surprise, God is great. To my surprise, after 2 years, about 3 federal agencies, they approach us that we are not paying tax. Behind the scene, they say they have seen that we have a large volume of transaction that is going on. What is there for the government? If you don't, yes, if you don't want to go to court, let us settle outside. And we have done our due diligence. Thank God that we were fully registered, and our annual return is filed on time of at the side of CSE. In other FRS also they approach us. They were, this is impossible for you to be running this volume of transaction.
Without something for the
Before,
government.
before you even dive into what do you do, how do you do all this one, you say, oh God, download application now. You get cheaper data, airtime, TV subscription, all this one.
That's what you started with.
Oh,
You start selling TigmaPay to them again.
you have to market to your enemy.
Hey, market to your enemies. Subhanallah.
Let your enemy know what you have. So draw them closer to you. By doing that one, a lot of things it will be easy. Don't worry about that. Draw them close to you. Don't say because this person is my competitor, this one is my enemy. You keep on showing them. No, draw them close to you, closer to you. It can be the same business that you are doing, but your capacity is different. So that's why we ask them to what? Just okay, try now, try. Upon trying it, automated, phone your wallet. This. Oh, it's very sharp. It's automated. Who's behind the scenes funding this one? I said the system is working. But you are the owner of the system. Yes, I am the one. I don't have to be looking everybody's phone. This one that send. I said in rare cases the banks they have some glitch. So on that one we verify manually on that one. And this and that. Okay, that's good. That's good. You are impressed. So the tension of paying penalty on this one has already what? Dropped. Because I can say vividly if they pressure me that you are also part of this system. You are enjoying the benefit of the system. So I'll put most of the tasks on you customers nowadays, from now on. Which they will not what? Because they are benefiting, they will not allow that to happen. So it's a win-win for me and them. We end up actually part of the first they did the initial assessment, they brought about the penalty of about 50 million. And they were asking for that we must pay because you are not filed for tax or this and this and that. Okay, we say good. Then we say we can defend ourselves on that one. And so we did due diligence on all this one what you are saying. Not that we just key into business without compliances. So among those one, all the service providers were using, they said they are already paying tax to the government. From MTN, Airtel, Glo, DSTV, and we have 10, currently we have 10 disco company partner with us. All the 10 of them discuss they are paying tax to the government. So why are we going to pay under tax on the tax that we already paid? They have already taxed what the product we are getting from them is already
Taxed.
is already removed there. It's already taxed. So
Okay.
monetization is against the law of Nigeria. You cannot just multitask us. From there, they have no word. Rather, they say be careful on. We'll come back to you here. So up to now, they have not come back to us.
Wow. Oh, okay, okay. That's a good one. How did you get to know of that? Did you answer them immediately, or you had your lawyer there, or you already know of this information because of this multitasking that you talk about? Do you have the information at hand before, or you had a lawyer there, or they went and came back? How did you sort it out?
No, they went. We asked them to let them go and do the assessment on us, and we have opened up our system to them. This is our system. This and this. What we are doing? There's nothing illegal there, and are duly registered. Go and study our system, everything, all the step by step we have given them. Go and study and come back. At our end, we have not engaged any lawyer because it's so obvious and it's open. There's nothing to argue or even bring a lawyer. It's so open that everybody knows about that one.
Yeah.
So the first thing I think for even any startup, what tidy up your house.
Okay. Tidy up your
Tidy up
in-house.
your house. Know everything about your house. What I mean by your house, about the company entirely. What are the products that you have? What is service that you are rendering? You have to know that. My mistake and who are your audience at the same time? What I used to always refer as the avatar. Once you know all this one, at the side of government, you will not have any problem. You will not have any trouble. You will live in peaceful way, even across the globe. That's all. But most of the company, what they do, they don't tie up their house. They want to in a business that will make money overnight. They want to get customer as fast as possible overnight. So they don't even realize who is their customer. They don't even do KYC. So which is bringing them to a lot of troubles at the end at the other hand. How about your own product? Knowing your own product or service is key. You have to know, is my product or service taxable? Is there tax on it? Where I'm getting from my partner, are they paying tax? If yes, you are good to go. If they're not paying, then look on to how are you going to pay your own tax.
Tax. Okay.
These are things that one have to look on. In just a keyword, just small word, tie up your house. Know all this one is good to build your business on that.
Wow, thanks for sharing that one. Have you thought of giving up? Did it get so complex and challenging that you thought of giving up?
Wow. On TigmaPay, honestly speaking, there wasn't even 1 second that I said I would give up. No, rather, I was thinking of how to expand more,
Oh, okay.
how to get more, customer cares. Because the more you automate, the more it becomes easier for customers to use. The more you get best feedback, and the trust is there already between the company and the customer.
Yeah.
Most of them, they don't even bother to, if they see someone glitch or something that happened, that we send a message. Sometimes we have a technical something that without even sending message, they all understand that what our uptime is 99.999. They know that's why. So when something happened, they are the one. We have some uh, social media groups, the forum that we created, so that they will interact between themselves to empower themselves. Sometimes some of the customers, they are one that are defending us. Oh, I think on their system, this and this, there are certain glitch. It's not going through. Maybe you should look onto it. Let your team go and look into it. Maybe it can cause problem for you. To
You're
the
not your
extent that,
software tester.
yes, one of the things that surprises me, there was a time that on my system, the service will be processed. The service will be delivered to the customer, whereas from the dashboard of the customer, it's not being deducted. Amount is still there. Most of the customer, they will come back to us, they will say, look, I've already received the service.
Value.
Please
Yes.
check my dashboard. there's some error. You have not taken the money. I said, why? Sometimes I used to ask, why are you saying that one? They said, no, your business is straightforward. You are helping us. We have to help you too. So that is how the helping hand.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Loyalty. You've built loyalty with them. Okay, interesting. So, from your journey of starting from Ghana, learning, wasting 800,000, then growing, what is one more thing that you believe that you can do better again? What that's one thing that you believe you can do better, or you will do
Ah,
better?
one thing I think I will do better, and I'm putting more resources on that, getting more customers, not just any kind of customers.
Okay.
Most of the customers that I really want to get, those are the head of families.
For the
You know,
families.
in the society that we are living in,
Yeah.
the rate of the poverty is very high.
Okay.
One thing always give me more courage to do that one. At the time of early stage of COVID-19, that's 2020, around September to the end of the fourth quarter of the year 2020, somebody called me from Kano State. When he called me, I thought it's just a calling for complaint to look onto his something. He said, is this a TigmaPay customer care? I said, yes. And he was saying, this is my first time calling the customer care. This is my first time. I said, that's interesting and welcome. I would really appreciate. How long have you been on TigmaPay? He said he has been for over 5 years. But what makes him to even call now because of the COVID-19?
Okay.
Lots of people, at that time lost job,
Eh,
and number of market square are closed just on a selected days. Offices are not that much. The income has drastically reduced.
yeah, true.
One of his closest friend, even earlier before he was complaining, before that earlier 5 years before the time he registered, he was complaining he needs like a second income. But
Income, yeah.
in Nigeria, anywhere when you go, all this MMM or scammers, they'll
Easy
ask you
schemes.
input this one, input this one. You just keep inputting your money, even the small saving that you have, you keep on spending.
Yes.
And he says it's true, but I'm looking for something that what I don't have to spend much, but I will at least get my kaya mia for my family.
Yeah.
I'll bring something to my family for the meal. Then he advised him on the TigmaPay, and he didn't take it serious. But when the COVID hit and he was sacked from his working place, at the time of COVID, a lot of things are automation started.
Yes.
A lot of companies started automation.
Automated a
So
lot of
that's
things, true.
removing, yes. So that was the time he was told to guided about the TigmaPay. On COVID time, he put more work, and he realized that at the end of the month, he is earning up to 200,000 naira profits.
So that's why I called.
That's why he called. That was the reason
Interest.
of his calling.
Yeah.
And he was thanking me for the opportunity given to him to be earning such amount of money, such income. When he started telling me, I asked him, "Are you sure it's only TigmaPay?" I was curious. Are you sure it's a TigmaPay? Or you have another system that you're using that you are earning up to 200,000 naira monthly? He confessed to me that it's only from TigmaPay. He confessed to me that only from TigmaPay. I was out of curious, asked him again and again. He said, Oga, trust me, it's from TigmaPay. In fact, based on my lifestyle, he said, from that amount of money, I don't have problem in my house now. My children are going to school. I don't have problem paying their school fees now. I don't even take a loan anymore. I'm okay with my life now. I'm just calling you, thank you for giving me such opportunity. So that testimony honestly sink down into me, to my backbone. I didn't see a stigma that was helping people behind the scene like that. So when he gave me that one, I just started what in that case, let my more target be those household. They don't need much as a capital to start selling airtime or whatever. Despite there are competition in the market, you see that one. But I always tell them what even those people that are using other platforms, I say just compare. Anyone that is good for you, go for it. This market. Moreover, when you go to Market Square, you see the same people, like 3, 5 people that sell onion.
Yeah.
Everybody is going to get his own share. You can look for
market.
market. But my strength and my effort, I'm more now putting on those households so that help
Also,
them, please support their life. You might not know.
that's a good one. Yeah, true. That's a good one. So, what shouldn't I do while building a company? From your wealth of experience, what shouldn't I do while building a company?
This is a very, very
You
tough
can give
question.
us like 3 points. You can give us like 3 solid points.
Okay, I will still go back to some of the questions that you asked me earlier.
Okay.
Opposite of that, those answers I have given. Be honest with your business. As a
Be honest
founder,
with
be
your business.
honesty of your business.
Even your own
Make it
business, or while engaging with customers, or while operating your.
you yourself. You have to be honest with your business.
Wow,
Don't
please,
lie.
can you
Lot of
expand
us,
more on that?
lot of startups they lie about their own, about themselves or how they present themselves to the business. They are lying. How many people they will openly tell about this is my business and proudly will openly say it. And when they go back, when they're operating it, when they have technical, when they have the worst time, they'll be honest with their business. What I mean by honesty with your business, you might get an investor. You might be you yourself, you can be the investor.
Yes, so, okay.
If you are not honest, you are lying. You rather always taking from the profit than what investing in the what company. Number of business you might see that what fintech between the age of 3 to 5 years they are collapsed. You hear the name is no more. Why is that so? They are always taking out of the profits. They are always taking the profit more than what they are investing into the company. That's not honesty to the company. If your own company if he has a mouth to talk, the company, to advise you what to retain certain things to what operation of the business, rather than as a CEO taking it. And another thing, another mistake most of our fintech used to do is the moment they start, they register their CSC, they start formalizing it. They go and get a big office. You don't need that. You don't need that big office. Furnitures, you don't need all those one. At that stage, you just need one small corner. Let me across the globe, those all companies that have gone higher or they have at the peak, all what we know, where do they start?
Corner of the house, garage, a small office, small room.
All those things that what it will take away the investment that you should have invested in the what company. But you have already put it on a statutory, something that will not give you any return. Big office, you are paying annually 1 million naira. Your profit is not up to 500,000 naira. That you want to show off your. You don't need all those one. Up to today, the TigmaPay main office is virtual. For all these decades, we have thousands of customers across Nigeria, but our office is virtual. Number of people they say they want to come and invest. Where's your office? I say, don't worry, just let us arrange the time. Wherever you want, TigmaPay can meet you. We are flexible.
Okay.
And we don't
Okay.
want to say that well, we don't have office, right? But
Yeah.
it's a flexible way to meet you. We have already given you comfort, but we don't accept. Up to now, we have no external investment coming up to now. Now that it's internet as we speak. So
Okay.
don't lie to yourself. One, be honest with the
Be
as
honest.
a yes. Don't go for luxury as a startup.
Don't go for luxury as a startup. Okay.
Don't go on that one. Start small. Smart with just one small. Even if somebody wants to meet you officially, even if it's a bank, show them that this is where you are starting now. But your capacity is beyond that place. Just be honest. Apple, we know where it is, right? Where they started.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, we know it's from dormitory, Facebook.
Yeah.
Amazon, from one small corner of his house. Seems like to me like a garage. The picture is still there. The picture is still there. Most of them, their picture is still there. It has even become a
Amazon,
national what?
PayPal, even Amazon, their
Like,
PayPal too.
so, PayPal,
Okay.
okay, all those one. Coming back to our local one of the behind the scene in fintech that is thriving is MoneyPoint.
Yeah.
MoneyPoint is, where is the office of MoneyPoint? Where are they?
Lagos.
How big is their office?
I honestly can't say how big it is. I have no idea.
But if somebody asks you where's Zenith Bank office, you can picture it.
Yeah.
They are big structure on this one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, they are gone far for now. Zenith Bank, they are gone far. But behind the scene,
Yeah.
even the Zenith Bank, they started this somewhere small. MoneyPoint started somewhere very small. In fact, they were even having according to one story I had, they were having dining with some friend. They thought about that one. One guy out of the member, he said that no, they are not doing enough. They don't want. He stepped out of that MoneyPoint, and now look at the MoneyPoint have gone far. He's right now. Is it last month or last month? Somebody said this is the unfortunate guy, unfortunate co-founder of MoneyPoint.
He was still a
Yeah,
co-founder
he's
as
not
at then.
only you could have been the co-founder. Currently, MoneyPoint they are what extending to other countries beyond what beyond Nigeria.
Yeah.
They are targeting
Yeah.
other West African countries, and they are doing wonderful. Everywhere you enter, you see that blue box
Right.
accepting money.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Interesting.
these are something that somebody has to look onto when you're starting on your company. The honesty, don't lie to your company and start small while you are thinking big.
Yeah.
These are something that's very good to do that.
Okay. So, thank you for sharing that. The next one I want to ask is that what current trend? So, this is the last question on this section. What is the current trend you think will shape the financial technology industry? What is the current trend or the trend, future trend, maybe now or in the future that you think that will shape the trend of fintech?
Fintech has come to stay. As long as people are eating, moving from one point to another, fintech is
Okay.
very valuable. But one thing personally I realize, despite we eat, we move from one point to another. One thing that people always do, they are on their phone.
Right.
They try to look for a service. They are always looking for service. So as a service provider in every angle of fintech, key into finding where those customers are. Where are they? Don't don't lose that opportunity of finding your own customer. That trend that's overlooked by many companies. Where define your own avatar, define your own customer. What I mean by avatar, let assume I have a customer A. My customer A,
Yeah.
is it a male or female? What is their interest? What is their age demography? What do they do? This range, where within the world are they located? Looking onto your customers in that perspective, defining your customer is paramount for what? As long as you want to look onto the trend, most of what they are doing it. Something that I learned from this tech, let me say fintech gurus, I found them, coincidentally I found them in America. You might have heard of the name ClickFunnels.
What company is that?
The name of the company is ClickFunnels.
Oh, I
ClickFunnels.
know ClickFunnels. I know ClickFunnels for over 10 years now. There were all these landing page guys and landing page
I
basically.
I learned a lot. I've been in part of their some of their cycle for a long time. Paid huge amount of money. One of them I paid about $900 to be there, but that $900 I pay is worth it. It has changed my perspective about who is customer. How do you take the journey of your customer? A lot of people, they think about their own business, not about the customer, not about the journey of the customer. Okay, you have acquired a customer, you have advertised your product or services, you have gotten the customer here in your front on your service or product. Okay, how do they, from that step, seeing your product all the way to what? Take my ATM card, take my money, I'm ready for you. What that journey, studying it is so important for any kind of company. Another thing that I learned from Chinese business people. Earlier, you asked me, should I want to go to China? I told you, if I get chance right now, in less an hour, I have a visa, I will step out to China.
Can you share with us some of the things you learned from them?
They are business-oriented people. They don't underrate any kind of business. One of the person that inspire me more is what? This no, Alibaba is big. He's very local businessman that I left with him. He was bringing just water, dispenser water.
Yeah.
Dispenser water.
I know dispenser water.
I got from that seller. He's just a distributor. He buy bulk in the company and he resell. He will bring to our door anytime you want. Within our weekend, I just send him 10 RMB. I'll just bring the empty bottle out of my door, and he'll bring and keep it and go away with the other one. He does not speak English at all. But we communicate with that. Do you know, coincidentally, I'm a friend with him on WeChat. One day I saw he was having small occasion in his house. When he posted his house, his family, oh my goodness. I was like, what? This water seller? Yes, this big house? Trust me, our millionaires, those that are living in Maitama, that's the house that I can compare his house with. But he's selling water. Out of curiosity, I was like, why? With this big kind of house, big family like that, you are selling water? No, there's something they are doing it. I started asking most of those Chinese that I'm interacting with them, all those that are doing business. I started asking them, what is your skill in business? They say, even if you are going to start a business, whatever kind of business you're starting, one thing about them is what? R&D department.
Research and development. Okay.
And 50% of your profit goes to that one. 50% of your profits, either monthly or annually, whatever it is, goes to R&D. What is work of R&D? It's clear, isn't it? They do more research about the company, about the customer, and how to get more customers. That's how to bring innovation. Then, contrary to our own world, Africa or Nigeria entirely, I started looking on inwardly towards all companies here. They don't even have anything related to R&D. We don't have R&D. In fact, we hate research. Before we even move to development, we hate research. So this is our failure. No R&D within our companies. Since I came back, I've already designed redesigned TigmaPay perspective. Starting from January, we're having a section of what? R&D. Looking onto, they keep on what? They will sit down, keep on analyzing our product, keep on understanding our customers, keep on looking onto the journey of our customers. How do they, and the points they start, how do they end up? When they come to first click, going to the last click of payment, what is journey? Is it too easy for them or is it too difficult for them? Even if it's too easy, how can we make it more easier? All this needs research, and it might need to, it might need more people to do this one. Don't my advice to every company in this world, in this places, try to get R&D. Our government agencies, they have R&D, but it's just a name. In fact, when I came back, before I go to China, there was a partnership between Chinese University and Nigeria under the umbrella of China Africa Innovative Collaboration. They had a huge amount of grants under that agency, which they are looking for partner from Africa, not to partner and what go into research. To my surprise, I tried to look onto universities here in Nigeria, let them be partner. Almost, I sat down with the VC, I sat down with head of department, I sat down with professors, doctors. All of them, the general answer I got from them is what? When are we going to access that fund?
That's their
I say,
questions.
you have not come into memorandum of understanding. You have not defined your interest area. You have not started anything. You have not documented anything. You are talking about accessing the fund. I think Chinese people, I know them, they will not just release their money. As long as they are not benefiting anything, they will not. That thing they are brought up, that research and R&D, that research for Africa, China, it's a win-win. It has to be win-win. It's not just meant for China. It's unlike other world that they do only for their own. But Chinese approach is different. When I told them, you are just thinking like Chinese people, I told them that's the reality of business.
It's pure business, actually.
The
Pure
same on
business.
us. I will not condemn my fellow countries because of this attitude, because we are brought up in that situation. We all grew up in that situation.
Right.
So we have to change our mindset. We must change our mindset. We have to look other way, other perspective to change our narration.
Okay.
So this is little about my this thing. Honestly speaking, if somebody selling water can build those kind of houses built in my Tama, big people that are living, just selling water, then there are a lot of business that are running is on the wrong track here in Nigeria. Our startup are what? From the start, it's not start up, it's a start down.
That's a new perspective. Damn it. We need a lot of rethink. We need a lot of rethink in many things that we are
Indeed.
doing. Interesting. So I'm glad that you shared that part. So that brings me to the end of that section. So we just want to quickly get some. So can you just wrap it up by clearly telling us what TigmaPay is, so that everyone can clearly know what it's all about, and let's see how we can jump on the train of TigmaPay. And what also your future
Okay.
plans for TigmaPay?
TigmaPay is just simple platform that give access to our daily utility bill, such as
Okay.
airtime, data, TV subscription, electricity bill payment. These are the core things that we cannot survive without them. One way or the other, all of us will need those things. No matter how wealthy you are, how poor you are, you need those one. This
On
is
a daily
why we
basis.
chose that perspective. It's for everybody.
Yeah. Okay. And what's your
So
future plans for TigmaPay?
I expand looking inwardly towards our customers. What are the other things they do about their daily life, which we can chip into, we can help our customers make it easier for them, like what we have done on the TigmaPay. That's why we have a competitors. Competition from all banks are our competitors. All banks are our competitors.
Yeah, and many fintechs too coming up right now. They have that.
A lot of people they
But
have that.
one thing I noticed with your conversation or with your discussion so far, you are customer centric. So I heard this word from Jeff Bezos. He said they
Okay.
are customer centric. So I noticed that half of your conversation, you've always been mentioning customers. Know your customers, give for your customers. Like you're all, it seems you are just the second of Jeff Bezos in terms of being customer centric. I think he said
Thank
why
you.
they were building Amazon, he said we want to be the world most world most something customer centric, something of that nature. And if you look at how Amazon is operating, I think most of what they are doing, you will feel that touch of customer centric in it. Even from in our own case too, that while we're building our own startup, we notice that when you listen more to your customers, it has a lot of benefits. Even from the training we finished with Lagos Business School, their sustainable development program, financial sustainable development program, they said, do not just go and build for your customers. Observe, watch them, learn, then you build for them. So most of the things I've heard from you after listening to you in this 1 hour plus, you are extremely customer centric. In fact, when I asked about the future of TigmaPay, you said that you keep learning from your customers. You also mentioned R&D, which is something we've not really prioritized. But from listening to you right now, we're really going to start prioritizing that R&D. I also heard in China, like there is a whole structure dedicated to R&D. I've not been there, but I've heard it from many people that usually go there for one or two things. They said that there's a whole structure dedicated to R&D, like a whole structure. What it means is that I don't know how the model works, but I already visualize what it means. Just like me starting a company and saying the whole company, I have like 5,000 people. What you just come and do is R&D and you go home. Like that's extremely massive. So thank you so much
Yes.
for sharing all this stuff. I'm just going to shoot you another five straight question with a true or false answer. Then we call it a day. I've really
Okay.
taken beyond the time that I said we're going to be doing. Is fintech for young people or old people? I mean, fintech, building a fintech company, is it for young people or for really mature, grown people that work in bank and all of that? True or false? Yes or no? How will you answer that? Just a sentence or yes or no? False.
No, it's for everybody. The more you
Okay,
have the
so
idea, execute it, it's for everybody, either young
okay,
or old.
awesome. Okay, is Nigeria a difficult place to do business?
No,
Okay,
it's easy.
GMT. Okay. CEOs shouldn't admit when they are wrong.
You should admit you're a human being.
Okay, nice. Okay. Is it to be a CEO, you must have the best qualification or graduate from the likes of Harvard Business School or Lagos Business School?
That I do. Okay, just for the sake of other people, I don't want to discourage people, but that education system is not building you for financial system all the system they are going through. In fact, I heard somebody say that all this education system, 6 years of primary, 6 years of secondary school, 4 years or 5 years of university, on all those certificates, it's just like you are telling your employer that what? Yes, I'm an obedient employer. I've gone through the training of all these years that you can hire me. I'm capable of staying in your company.
Right. Okay. What do you have to say about current regulations and fintech industry? Hello. What do you have to say about current regulation and fintech industry?
Come again, please.
Okay. What do you have to say about current regulation and fintech industry?
In Nigeria,
Yeah, in Nigeria.
yes, they are doing their best, but honestly, their best is not enough. They have to be in the field of the fintech. Let them understand what is the fintech is all about before they dive into any law they will in put into law.
Okay.
And my advice to most of those fintech CEOs, any public hearing, irrespective of your area, all this law, all this, even if you have to sponsor a bill through Senator, a House of Rep or your House of Rep, do that. Because we're missing that, honestly speaking. A lot of us that for them they don't understand what we do. They just propose what they think that's what we're doing. They end up putting something into law wrongly, and the law will catch up with us. This is one of the greatest mistakes across the nation we are making. We always think that politicians are politicians. They are playing a role in our fintech ecosystem. We have to be relevant when the public hearing is there. Go in there and chip in your what idea. When there's a law, even if it's necessary, number of CEO they can come up together, sponsor one kind of bill through a senator, through a rep. A rep for them, for those that are there, they are willing to what? They say a bill is coming from through them. Some of them they're just the ideal because there's not any kind of idea of bill they can what put forward so that it will be debated on the floor of the National Assembly. It's, it's key, honestly speaking. We're missing that one.
Noted, 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 noted. Okay. You must work in a bank to be able to own a fintech.
No.
Okay. Last one is let me choose which one I'm going to be asking.
The bank will chase
I'll
you.
rather ask these two. I'll rather ask these two. Is it true that building
Okay.
a startup requires 247 work alongside sacrificing your sleep and personal life?
Depends on the types of the startup. But I love
Oh,
enjoying my nights. Any moment
yeah.
by 10, my sleep is automated. It will just start
Pick
up.
you up. Okay, okay. Fintech solutions are supposed to be cheap.
Cheap, it can be cheap in what scenario? Or it's not cheap in what scenario? Monetary aspect or knowledge aspect?
No, no, no.
It
Offering
can
it to customers.
offering to customer, it should be
Yes.
for customer anything expensive, they run away from that one. But when you define your customer, there are some customer they are looking for expensive solution than what cheap solution. So define your customer, then you get your answer on that one.
Oh, okay, interesting. So that brings us to the end of our chat with the Tigma CEO, Goni Musa Tijjani. We really appreciate you joining us, sharing all this wealth of experience. I have to rewatch this whole video again because there's a lot of lessons I'm going to be picking to be implementing our own startup. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing to the growth of TigmaPay. We look forward to doing more of this in the future and many more amazing things that see us ahead. So, do you have any final word for us before we call it a day here?
Final word might go to what you're doing is wonderful thing. Let me be honest with you. A lot of people, one thing they fear is public speaking. All these fintech startups.
Yeah.
Please step outside your comfort zone, speak.
Okay.
Yes, I know being in the ecosystem, most of CEO, all the founders of fintech, they prepare staying behind the scene.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to step up and what tell your story.
Okay.
Your story
Yeah.
is who you are. That what
Yeah.
builds your company. All
Okay.
the giant company, when we start mentioning them, we always give their story first, isn't it?
Yeah. True. 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 True.
So it's something worth it. It's in fact there's no any amount of money that can buy that one. You have to tell the story by yourself. Before before and now, right? The way you used to put
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah, yeah. We used to see those two pictures, and I'm glad I've known your story now from Almajiri to being a fintech CEO of TigmaPay. That's a beautiful one. From your struggles of not even understanding English to someone who is even building a solution that full English guys are using. That's a big deal. That's something serious, and I'm glad that you shared this. And I hope this is going to be an inspiration for people that your background does not define where you are going to. Because if you have used the background to define that, oh, there's nothing you can do in this life, then right, TigmaPay might have not come to this,
No.
it wouldn't have come to this limelight. I'm glad that you shared this, and many more people will, after watching this, they can say that, oh, if I don't know how to speak English, it's not the end of innovation. Lack of English does not end your innovation there. You, in fact, you even went ahead by using your pocket money to even learn English while you're also trying to further your studies. So these are stories that have shaped you, and I'm glad that you've put this out to the world. Many other people will come across this video one way or the other, and it's going to motivate them. And I myself have also learned a lot from you in operating business, growing a business, focusing customer centric, and many other things. So I'm really grateful for sharing all of this. And we'll see somewhere else again on the global stage. Probably we'll meet in China again.
Thank you.
All right,
I
Mr. Goni,
love you.
it's weekend, or the weekend is almost over. So I hope that you still enjoy the remaining hours of the weekend. All right, then.
Okay. Bye. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Uh-huh.